Space.
We're about to recap all 47 years of the legendary Doctor Who.
He's taken down the fiercest monsters around.
And has even been around longer than Star Wars and Star Trek.
In one take.
In under 6 minutes.
Starting now.
It all began November 23rd, 1963, where original Dr. William Hartnell and his companion, alien granddaughter Susan, are followed home by her teachers through the TARDIS.
Time and relative dimension in space. A properly used TARDIS can take you anywhere in time and space.
The Doctor and Susan travel back to the Stone Age, where the only way to escape their captors is to teach them how to make fire.
During this incarnation of the show, we first meet the Daleks.
Doctor Who's most iconic, fearsome monsters.
Who are hellbent on exterminating all other forms of life and continue to be a part of the show all these decades later.
At the end of season 4, after traveling to the South Pole in 1986, the Doctor is captured with the mech-slash humans called the Cybermen.
The Doctor is rescued but becomes ill and regenerates into a new Doctor for the first time.
Well, at the time it was called renewal, and it wasn't until the third Doctor that it's fully explained that regeneration is a biological process that allows the Doctor to remain alive, but in a new form. It also causes brain cells to change, resulting in changes in personality, which is accepted by all of us as how it works, even though it wasn't very clear in the beginning.
Everybody got that? Good!
So now it's 1966, and we have the second Doctor, Patrick Troughton, who is much more youthful and full of energy.
He also is the first Doctor to have his face appear in the opening credits.
The second Doctor's run came to an end when he was captured by others from his race.
He's referred to as a Time Lord for the first time, and we find out he's been a renegade, breaking Time Lord law by interfering with people's lives.
The Doctor won't accept it. He believes the power must be used to help others.
He is sentenced harshly, forced to regenerate into the third Doctor against his will, and sent to exile.
When and where? In 20th century Earth? Duh!
It's now the 70s, the show is now in color, and our new Doctor reflects the times. Crazy clothes and action-packed.
If James Bond and Austin Powers had a Time Lord baby, the result would be John Pertwee's portrayal of our new Doctor.
Between the tech gadgets and martial arts, he becomes an advisor on protecting the planet against aliens for the unit.
Unified Intelligence Task Force.
And season 10 ends with Joe's marriage, which leads to Doctor number 3's final season with his new companion, Sarah Jane Smith, who is so popular she even got her own spin-off show.
But we're talking Doctor Who. Who is blasted with heavy radiation, dies, and once again begins to regenerate. Bring on the fourth Doctor.
Doctor number 4, Tom Baker, played the part almost as long as his trademark scarf. 7 years!
The Doctor and his kick-ass robotic dog K9 saved the world from a multitude of problems, from the world being held for nuclear ransom to facing the Loch Ness Monster.
In his final season, he is forced to work together with long-standing fellow Time Lord enemy, the Master.
Together they save the world, but the Master turns on him.
The Doctor defeats Master but falls badly, and you know what that means.
Regeneration time!
Peter Davison and Doctor number 5 and the Fine Brothers are both born during this run.
Our favorite kind of human, but not quite, Cybermen, also make their return after 7 years.
After 3 seasons, the Doctor and companion Perry are poisoned.
The Doc is able to fight off regeneration long enough to save Perry, but not himself, which means, once again, you guessed it,
regeneration time!
Doctor number 6 wears the most ridiculously mismatched brightly colored coat. It made the long scarf look like a tuxedo.
At the end of this Doctor's run, he once again defeats the Master and is cleared of all charges by the Time Lord.
The TARDIS crashes from an attack by Time Lady Ronnie, causing the Doctor to regenerate for the 6th time.
The 7th Doctor runs into a Dalek who he taunts until he #self-destructs.
On the Cheetah planet, which is about to be destroyed, he once again squares off against the Master.
Damn, that guy won't leave him alone, even after 18 years!
Our hero escapes where the Master is left seemingly to die, and thus ended new episodes of Doctor Who until the mid-90s.
Fast forward to 1996 with Doctor number 7 and number 8 in a TV movie.
Number 7 gets gunned down by a gang in Chinatown when stepping out of the TARDIS, which leads him to regenerate into Doctor number 8, and trying once again to stop the Master, who attempts to take the Doctor's regeneration ability for himself.
The Doctor stops the Master and seemingly kills him again, and the Doctor heads back to the TARDIS for a new adventure.
Let's bend time and space and head to the 21st century!
It's 2005, and the new Doctor and his companion Rose head to the year 5 billion, World War II, and more!
In the end, Rose absorbs the energy of the time vortex and destroys the Daleks, and the Doctor saves her by taking the energy into himself, causing his death.
Death? Never! Double digits, baby!
Doctor number 10 is David Tennant, and things really get going. Why? Because of Torchwood.
What's Torchwood?
A secret organization that possesses alien technology. Duh.
You know, Torchwood ended up becoming a spin-off show. It's also an anagram of Doctor Who.
But again, we're talking Doctor Who. Who then runs into River Song.
Hello, sweetie.
River might be the Doctor's wife, and she's known him for years, but he's never even met her.
It's a classic boy meets girl who's already met boy and maybe married him in the future story.
Then the Doctor deals with attacks from Cybermen,
Delete, delete.
the Daleks, and even good old Nemesis the Master, who is disguising himself as a candidate for Prime Minister.
This Doctor's journey comes to a close after the Master turns all the humans into clones of himself.
The Master creates a Master Race!
For victory, for the end of time itself!
He plans to end the universe forever, but the Doctor is able to draw them back into the time lock and is actually saved by the Master, who sacrifices himself to get revenge on the Time Lords that have tormented him his entire life, and the universe is saved! Alonzi!
But the Doctor hears Fort Knox, which is a sign that he's about to die.
So once again, he takes on massive radiation to save his companion and survives initially, but the regeneration process has begun.
Before it completes, he helps all of his friends and travels in time to talk to his former companion Rose prior to when she will meet him as the 9th Doctor.
He told her she'll have a really great year, which many consider to mean he loved her.
Back in the TARDIS, he utters his last words, "I don't want to go," and fully regenerates into the 11th Doctor, but the TARDIS is crashing down to Earth!
Geronimo!
We're almost done! Welcome Matt Smith, the current Doctor!
He wears a bow tie because bow ties are cool! Duh!
A TARDIS crashes outside the home of a little girl named Amy Pond in 1996.
Amy helps a new doctor and he promises to fix the TARDIS and be back in 5 minutes. And Amy waits for him for 14 years!
The Doctor, Amy, and her fiancé Rory head out in the TARDIS and with a little help from River Song save everyone from Daleks, really scary alien statue chicks, and even from the destruction of all time and space!
It gets even more awkward when Rory's entire existence is wiped from history and Amy ends up locked up in a box called the Pandorica for 2,000 years!
Yep, things look pretty bleak until the Doctor just goes ahead and triggers a second Big Bang, completely recreating the universe. That'll usually fix most things.
Then Amy and Rory get married and end up together!
And the Doctor and the happy couple all go zipping back through time and space and save a spaceship full of people from crashing into a planet full of flying sharks by teaching an old guy the true meaning of Christmas.
Very informative for a couple of Jewish guys like ourselves.
And that brings us to the present. But what about the future?
Through the power of the time vortex, we've learned that this spring the Doctor and Amy are coming to the good old USA with a new season on BBC America.
The Doctor's new adventures will put him in a Stetson in the Utah desert in 1969 and Amy in a very short skirt.
Now you know the history.
Now you know the Doctor.
You just experienced 47 years, 11 doctors, and endless time and space travel that is the exciting world of Doctor Who.
Will you be watching the season premiere on April 23rd on BBC America? We know we'll be!